Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We appreciate your viewership. Let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. Looking at a high of 72, a low of 52. A beautiful spring day here in the Florida Panhandle. Water temperature actually went up 1 degree from yesterday. It is even 70 degrees, a little bit over 70 degrees, so it's really going up. So we're looking forward to some good fishing and surfing off the piers and in the boats. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City, Coca-Cola, good folks down there. The Apalachicola Bluntstown right now reading 11.5, and it's pretty steady. They've got the gates sort of open and keep it pretty steady right there in Chattahoochee. Now we're looking at the Choctawhatchee Caryville, 6.2, and it's steady. So it might go up just a little bit with that rain, but not much. We're looking at our tide chart. Great tide today. Brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at a low tide at 4:05 this morning and a high tide this afternoon at 5:31, and a good strong tide. The wind's going to be blowing again. They forgot to tell us, we're in April now, the wind needs to slow down. It's going to be west-northwest at about 14. Let's take a break, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and welcome back to one of our guests who's been off and on with us for years. Welcome back, Mandy. Mandy Miller Warren, her maiden name Warren, but I've known her since she was this high. Mandy Miller, just love having her come on the show. And she's hosted it before. You and Megan have.
I love being here, and I can't believe it's been this long, but I'm glad.
I know.
I was a little late this morning. Hair and makeup didn't show up.
You look, she's very pretty this morning.
But I'm very excited to be here. Thanks
I know you've been busy. You got back Monday afternoon, or Monday, I talked to you Monday, talking about coming on, and you've been volleyballing with your youngest daughter, and you travel volleyball, and I know every weekend you've been.
Yes, my oldest, this was her last big tournament with Big South in Atlanta, which you know how big that is. It's a huge tournament. So it was sad. She's got one more in Mobile, and that's going to be it for her, and then she'll go off to play at Gulf Coast here.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. Want to keep her home, but you know, that's
She's following her mom's footsteps.
Yep.
You played out there. That's awesome.
Yep, so.
That's awesome. Okay, so anyway, she has been busy. I went by to see him the other day, and y'all are just left. You and Megan are just left, but I know the boatyard been staying busy.
The boatyard is slammed. It's slammed with everybody getting ready, getting excited about the warm water and the warm weather, and getting those boats in and out, and lots of tips. If y'all need any help with that, just come on by and see us about getting the boats ready and making sure you don't do anything that might mess up anything, and just make sure you're prepared and get out there on the water.
Yeah, I love when I leave in the morning, I can see Miller Marine Boatyard across Highway 77. It puts a smile on my face every time I think about it, with the legacy she has with her family. We'll get to that later, but what she came on for this morning was to talk about. Go ahead and tell us what we came on for.
So this weekend is the women's Spanish mackerel tournament that we have every year, and it's very exciting. And it has grown over the years. It started like 25 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Stephanie Hobbs took it over, and it's been a blast. Every year we have a T-shirt contest, and we make these exciting little T-shirts, and Coach will show you the back, and it always has a theme. And we have a little kickoff party that night where everybody shows their T-shirts, and then we pick one, and then we've got a trophy, and then the next day we fish all day long, and we have a blast, and we just fellowship with each other, and we pretty much, I think it's pretty much just the biggest Spanish mackerel, however big that could possibly be, and we do an aggregate, and then we do the weirdest fish and things like that. Anyway, it's a blast. It's really a blast. So we encourage any ladies. It can be a pontoon boat. You can fish anywhere you want. Throw together a team. Come on down. It's just a blast.
And what's great about it, it's great, like she said, great fellowship. The ladies get to spend so much time. I followed it over the years, been down a time or two. I'm going to try to really make it. What time is going to be that afternoon?
That's what I was looking.
Okay, we'll get it. But here's some pictures right here. Check out. This is annual Bear Point Ladies Spanish Mackerel Tournament, and there's you and Megan in there, and these ladies Now, is this all one team, or is it a group of
So
them?
that was our team last year. It got a little bit big.
That's a lot of ladies on the boat.
Well, you know, if a lady wants to come fish, it's hard to say no.
I know.
You want to encourage anybody that wants to learn and get out on the water for a day. So.
And some of them didn't fish real hard, did they?
No, some of us didn't.
Some of them were just sort of along for the boat ride.
Yes,
okay.
It's fun.
And
so there's some of the, obviously, our big catches.
Are y'all like on a pontoon boat or what?
We are on the Fantasy Island.
The Fantasy Island, for a special boat there. Now, but you look how close they are to shore, so you don't have to go out far.
Nope, you can literally do it off of any boat you want, and it's not hard. We just kind of cruise around the bays.
You catch them in the bay. Catch them in the bay.
That was our morning toast, kind of get the day started.
All right, let's have a good day.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Miss Tracy. Yeah, she reeled them in all day.
We're going to talk about. Okay, we're going to talk about that later. That world records.
Well, that's all.
But anyway, I've got the.
So the details, just so y'all know,
Okay.
if you're interested in doing it, the captain's meeting is at 5:30 on Friday. We kind of bounce around over the years. We've had different we had 1 year, or for many years, whoever won had to host it the next year. So we had big dinners and stuff. But now we're down at the JDF Marina. It's the one at the end of the Hathaway Bridge. So that's where the kickoff will be. That's where our shirt contest will be, and it'll be at 5:30. I think it's like $25 an angler.
Okay.
And then we'll just start fishing the next morning at 7 a.m., come back to JDF around 4, have the little weigh-in. It usually takes, I think, 45 minutes to an hour, not a big deal. All the families come, kids, husbands. You know, we just have a great time.
Yeah, I know they really do, and it goes with great cause. Here's the back of Amanda's shirt she wore this morning. I just took a picture of it.
Oh yeah.
That
was the year of COVID when nobody had any toilet paper.
Y'all have you have a theme each year.
We do.
I know y'all done one with breast cancer. Y'all done one people different themes all each year.
Yeah, we're supporting the veterans this year. Last year we did breast cancer. Yeah. We've done some funny ones too. We had MILF, Man I'd Like to Fish, Spanish. There's just been lots of them. So and it's fun. The first one I was ever in, it was puff paint. All the ladies that won had puff painted shirts. And, and that was a blast. That was a lot of the original ladies that started it the 25 years ago. And it was started out at Bear Point, the beach, and it was just the neighbors there. And I think there was only like eight of them.
Yep.
And it was Mr. Danford, I think.
Unfortunately, Mr. Danford started, and
unfortunately, I
Brooke
wasn't there
Lloyd
then,
and some of those ladies were in it.
But they had the big, beautiful yard, and they would do all the stuff there, and it was just a fun time to fellowship and get ladies out on a boat, and anyway, so we just encourage you to come out and just give it a try. Put some ladies together. You can't do anything wrong. I mean, you can bring in. I think one of the weirdest fish was a plastic bag, so you literally can't mess up. It's just a fun time.
Getting ladies on the water, we love doing that, and it's a win-win for all of us, and it's just it's a fun. I know it's a fun day. So we're going to take a break now. We'll come right back with Mandy. Okay, welcome back. Here with Mandy Miller Warren. She's always just delightful to have on the show every time she comes on, and I get to see him pretty regular. And Megan's still asleep, I guess. We'll get her coming next time.
Oh, she's up before. She's up with the roosters.
She stays busy, don't she?
She's a hard-working person for sure.
Is. And it's great, two of y'all are in that office and just help run your dad's business, and we'll talk about that. But anyway, world record holder. Do y'all realize we're sitting here with a world record holder, okay? Yes. And Stephanie Marshall sent this picture. That's Stephanie Amanda. So tell us a world record with my best fishing buddy. That's Stephanie sent this to me. Well,
Stephanie and I have been fishing together for a long time. And she decided one year she wanted to break a record, and I have never done that. But you have to. It's a big chore. You have to send in all the line and have it pre-tested, and you have to tell them what you're doing, and you have to take measurements and videos and send it in. It's a big deal. So she asked me to ride along, and of course I said yes.
International Fish and Game Association, and what you have to go through. She caught that. I know that's a big snapper, but we've all caught big snapper. But she caught it on a 6-pound test line.
It's crazy. It's like fishing with hair.
6-pound test line.
Yeah.
She caught that, and it's officially world record 24.
I think hers was 12 pounds.
Hers, well, let's see, I got it right here.
Mine was.
Hers 12 pounds, 12 ounces, and yours was 12 pounds.
No, mine was
no,
12 pound test. It was a
line.
15-pound fish on 12-pound test.
15 pound, okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, it was cool. Not something I would have thought about doing, but because she was already doing it, I was so excited to get to be involved, and it might still be in there. Somebody might have beat it by now.
We'll have to look it up.
But, I remember because I beat. Who was holding it before me was Miss Gandy.
Really?
They had Dr. Gandy has the a Miller boat, or he used to do. I don't know if he still has it or not.
How cool is that?
So yeah.
How cool is that? Okay, so you've got, let's see, you got all kind of list of things. What else do we want to go over?
Well, let's see. Anything exciting going down at the river?
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know. I haven't been down there yet.
Yeah.
I'm headed down there with the camper next weekend. We're just going to stay for the whole season. I'm pretty excited about hitting Wimico. I've heard a lot of.
You gonna have your camper there at Howard Creek? Or
right at Howard Creek. Yeah, we did it last year, and I'm just going to leave it all season this year. It was a blast, and I had to get out of there for the squirrel hunters though. But now that they're cleared out, I can go back. And but no, I haven't. I know the river's been up really high.
It's going down a little bit, but it's going to be. It's getting right.
But surely Wimico's been full.
We caught some nice bass about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah.
But it is high and a little muddy too, but it's getting better. I talked to some folks the other day, they're catching a lot of brim. In fact, I talked to Lawrence Sledge about our red snapper trip on June the 1st. Talked to him yesterday, and he and Jerry have been catching some brim down there in Lake Wimico.
Yes, some of my customers have been telling me all about it, getting me very excited. So I can't wait to get down there after a couple more tournaments, and we'll be able to get back to living. Oh, and next weekend we're taking the girls turkey hunting. So they're excited about that. We go with my dad and my uncle, and my sister and I usually go as a foursome.
Yeah.
And now my girls are old enough that they want to join, and so Dad is taking one, and my Uncle Bimbo's taking the other, and hopefully they can call a bird up.
They are serious turkey hunters.
It's so much fun, and it's so much more fun when you do it with family. Oh my gosh, it's just.
Are you going up to your dad's place, or going up to
We're actually going to go to Miller's
place
in Bonifay.
Okay.
But yeah, you think a short, chubby man can't? He shuffles around that office. You can hear him and see his little shuffle marks. But when he gets out there on that turkey trail, you better get to going, because he will leave you behind.
That's funny. That's funny. He gets excited on that.
Oh, I mean, you can't hardly keep up. It's hilarious. And anyway, it's a blast, and it's time. You can't. It's just great time.
I'm sitting here thinking. We're talking about an outdoor girl, and she's always been that way. But Spanish mackerel fishing this weekend, the following weekend turkey hunting, and then getting a camper down to Howard Creek. That's pretty outdoorsy right there.
It's the things you enjoy in our area. You don't have to go very far, thank goodness, to enjoy our area.
That's how we can do a show every morning, because of things like this and people like this. And Megan is the same way. She loves it too when she gets time to go.
Oh yes, she does. And then she goes a lot. She's probably will go next weekend with us, I'm sure. So.
Okay, so one daughter's a senior. Okay, we had the honor of the last, she was playing volleyball at North Bay Haven, and they had senior night.
Yes.
And they invited me to come to it. They were talking about family. That was just so special. All the family was there at senior night.
Yes. And I wish I had that picture with you in it. That was a good picture.
That was special. That was special. So
I appreciate you coming to that.
Well, that was special. I loved it, because I remember Mandy playing, and here's her daughter. I blinked my eyes. She's a senior.
I know. And the 16-year-old is, she's doing really well. She had surgery last year and missed the whole season. So she's back this year, and she's just killing it. So I'm really excited about this year's.
You sent a video of her doing a pancake and all.
That was this 18-year-old.
That was her.
The 16-year-old is a front row player, and she just puts the ball down. It's so much fun to watch. Yeah. It's so much fun to watch.
Okay.
Anyway, other stuff that's going on. That's about it right now.
I know you're saying, I was by, like I said, I went by last week to check on y'all. Y'all had just left, and that place was just bustling.
Oh, I'm excited because starting today, one of the contractors got a bid to do a lot of the derelict boats in the bay. Yes. So that's exciting. I don't know how many he's bringing in, but he came by yesterday and said they're going to start, getting getting some of these derelict boats out of the bay. So,
good deal.
Yes, that's good to know. I know the county's been working toward that, and it's finally happening. So
that's a big deal. In fact, there's 2 of them out there, not too far from about 100 yards from my house, where just derelict.
Well, they're starting. I know there's some in North Bay.
Yep.
I don't know exactly how many they're getting, but it's not enough. But at least we're starting, so that's exciting.
My neighbor's really upset because this boat is a big old sailboat, actually up against their dock, and she went through the process of calling FWC. They come out, they put a sticker, by law, they have to put a sticker on it for what, 20 days, and then you got to go through the whole process. But they're doing that, so maybe that'll be one of them.
It might be because it's FWC that got this company. The company I had not heard of. They're from out of town, but they come in and they get it done. So I'm excited.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah. Let me know about that, because I'd like to video some of that, because that, getting those boats up and then putting on, I guess, on a barge or whatever they're going to do.
It's just a big barge. They bring it over and then they crush it and stick it in a dumpster. We just pick it up with the lift, set it down. They crunch it all up, stick it in a dumpster, and head out.
Is that what they do?
Which that's what we have to do a lot of times, but we usually only get one at a time because they're so hard to get, all the process. But this company was able to get a block of them. The FWC is kind of ready. They're like, okay, we have these done, so can you crush these? So, if we can help in any way, we always try to just encourage any sort of the cleanup in the bay. But like you were saying, some of them are not even full boats anymore. They've been sitting there submerged so long, they're just chunks.
It goes back to the storm. The storm just, and people just walked away and left them. They're not being responsible, not caring about it. And it's not good for our bay system, and we've talked about it.
I don't... probably good for business, but what happens if you hit something and your prop's all damaged, and some of them, they drift into the channel and you don't know it, and we've got one that's been sitting there submerged since the storm, and I think that people have tried to clean it up over the time, but the bulk of it is still there, so they're just going to grab that and stick it on there too. So anyway, it's exciting. At least something's happening and cleaning up the bay.
That is exciting. I may call her and tell her that they're starting to do that, because I bet we're in North Bay. I bet that's one of them. Let's take our final break. We'll come back with Mandy. Okay, all right, we're taking pictures, and I love TV. We only got a few minutes, 2 minutes to get caught up on things. So let's talk about, while we're setting up these pictures, Mandy, tell us this story.
I brought another special guest, and I'm sure y'all don't
remember. Put it over a little bit further.
Here, I'm just going to take him out.
Okay.
So I somehow became a squirrel whisperer. I don't know, I rescued one years ago, and now people just call me, and I've probably done, I don't know, half a dozen, I don't know, and let them go. And anyway, this is the latest one that a landscaper brought me. He brought me 2, and they are the sweetest things. And this one's like 7 weeks old.
And 7 weeks. Oh my goodness.
I usually let him go about 14 weeks because you never want to keep a squirrel as a pet, just so you know. But to raise them, when they fall out of trees and stuff, their moms leave them. If you ever do run across one, I guess, if you ever run across a couple of them, they look like little furless rats with their eyes, aren't even open. And they fall out of nests all the time during hurricane season. And
it's amazing. He smells me. He's not comfortable, but he's happy with you.
He's anyway. If you ever run across one, there is a list of people on the FWC website and a list of approved people that take them. I am actually not approved yet, but I'm going through the process because I've done a ton of them now. But any animals like that, there's a list of people that can take them.
Okay.
And you raise them and you let them go. Obviously, you don't want to keep them, but they're fun. They're a fun.
So what do you end up doing with them? Take them to Dad's farm?
I actually let them go at Miller Marine.
Okay.
I can't let them go at my house because I have dogs and cats that are like, ooh, I can't wait. But Miller Marine, I don't have any. There's no animals really there, and they come back for like 2 weeks. The last one sat at on Uncle Buck's shoulder while he would do his props. He'd come in and sit there for a little while, and then go back out into the woods, and then come back in. Probably about 2 weeks, and then they kind of just go do their own thing. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's something me and my kids do together, and
that's cool.
I've really enjoyed it. So anyway, say bye.
That's cool. That's cool. The squirrel whisperer.
Yeah, and it's so funny because obviously everybody likes to do the squirrel hunting and stuff with their kids. So it kind of flipped on me. Now they're my babies.
Okay. Another thing you're active in. We pull this up. Let me see. Tell us about our Taunton Family Children's Home.
Yes.
I have that coming up. So.
Yeah, so it's June 4th this year. Usually it's on Mother's Day weekend, but they changed it this year. There's just some other events that are going on. This is down. I'm sorry, that's a terrible picture.
Well, I just took the picture during the break.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But you can pull it up.
Okay.
My phone got cracked.
These are the cracks on man.
At the tournament, I dropped it at the tournament.
This is real TV, real life. This is real life. All of our phones are cracked.
We are super professional, Coach.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Taunton Family Festival. You've heard us talk about it before. Diana has been on with Coach, and it's just an amazing place down. And we will. You know, if you don't know about it, please do some research. Go down there, hang out. It's open to public. They take in kids. It's privately funded, no government funding. They just love these kids, and they have a church there. They have a huge gym, and the kids learn good things. They learn to work. They learn to be part of a family. They're loved and taken care of. And anyway, it's just a great place. So they have a big festival every year, and if you go down the facility, it's amazing. There's this huge lake, and it's blue and beautiful, and they have a volleyball tournament on the beach down there by the lake. And then they do what's called the Amazing Race, where a family or a group of friends can get together, and it's kind of like it goes on all day, and then you just report in at the end of the day. It's like a relay, paddle boarding, and a huge slide like Shipwreck Island slide. And it's just so much fun for the kids and everybody, and it benefits the home. And so I just really encourage you to take your kids for the day and just go hang out.
And we'll get Diana. Can you tell she's excited about it?
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's such a good cause, and we'll get Diana to come on. Maybe you can come back on with her and all, and before June. And closing out here, I got I did the story in the book and all, because this is George Davis right here. Is your what?
Great grandfather.
A great grandfather. Okay, so this marine business runs through the blood, and they've kept it. Okay, so I did a story right here in the book. This comes from a book here, Mike Miller, Miller Marine. So I did a story on Mike. But when I was doing the book, this is one of my favorite pictures in the book. These two girls right here. This is Amanda and Megan. Can you proudly holding a catch in the summer of '91. Amanda Miller and her sister Megan. And they caught him on the Linda Gale.
That was fun.
And there's your dad working on. He still has his cartocraft.
He still has that cartocraft.
Oh my goodness.
He loves that cartocraft, but he's really been completely, submerged in the 52. He's building a 52-footer.
Well, we've got to get out there. How far? He's building a 52-footer.
This one will be probably 2 years.
2 years.
It really wouldn't have taken that long, but between COVID and materials shortages and employees, and it's just now really getting going. They've flipped it over. They've put the engines in, put the decks in, and that's kind of where they're at. So the fun stuff will start now. The pretty stuff. It's been ugly stuff so far.
And what's cool, George Davis, his granddad, actually built his boat, the Queen Fleet, and he built it in his backyard.
Yes.
And here's Mike Miller.
And Parker.
In Parker, yeah, we talked about that story. Here's Mike Miller, direct descendant, building another 52-footer, and here's the daughters, Amanda and Megan, working at Miller Marine. I just get a thrill out of that. I talk about it a lot, and I tell people that story, how you kept the legacy going.
This is the 23rd boat Dad's built.
The 23rd boat.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a list of.
And he literally is out there sanding on that boat every day. I mean, he is working alongside, just making it happen, and which I'm so glad, because as you get older, it keeps him super busy, and he just loves it, and it keeps him in shape, and so anyway, it's good.
We run out of time again.
Oh no, how does that happen?
Saturday we got the big Spanish mackerel tournament I'll talk about later on this week. I'm going to certainly try to make the weigh-in. And weigh in some of those big Spanish mackerel.
Oh yes, we might get a 2-pounder this year.
But they all support it. It's a good cause and everything. And if you get close to around Southport, run by City Miller Marine, and they'll take care of all your boating needs. You
can come see the squirrels and just hang out. And if you have any boating questions, call up there. We'll do our best to help you out. But anyway,
Thank you so much, Mandy.
All right, thank you for having me.
Always great having you. Folks, appreciate you watching the show. Y'all do something good for someone else today. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it. And God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.